Y'all ain't gonna believe this shit.
I could still move the mouse with my mind.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I had. It's actually pretty cool.
Now, in case you didn't read the shirt, this guy has one of Elon Musk's Neuralinks inside his head. And he claims that he can move a computer mouse with his mind.
Have any side effects?
No, I don't have any side effects.
Do you have any?
I don't have any.
Can you feel it?
I can't feel it.
With that large incision on the side of your head, I'm sure you can feel it. Count me out. But I don't know, this device might be a game changer. He's claiming that this will probably be able to help people with epilepsy and spinal injuries.
So what do you think the biggest benefit of this is?
The biggest benefit is that it's going to help people with spinal cord injuries and people with Parkinson's disease and people with epilepsy and people with depression, anxiety, and all these different things.
But inquiring minds want to know, if you was able to get one of these chips, would you? Would you want an electronic chip planted inside your brain? I mean, he says some things that he's never been able to do, he's able to do it now. Will you be one of the handful of people to try this out? You already know my answer. Count me out. After the United States and Iran decided to bomb one another, Iran said, fuck the peace talks, we're done. But then a few hours ago, Trump stated that talks were still ongoing with Iran. You know his favorite line.
They are begging to make a deal, not me. They're begging.
They want very much to make a deal. We'd like to make a deal too.
They want to make a deal. The reason they want to make a deal is they have been just beat to shit.
They want to make a deal, but I'm not satisfied with it.
They want to make a deal so badly.
Meanwhile, this war with Iran has been ongoing for over 3 months, and the price of oil is now going back up. Just when you seen 30 or maybe 40 cent drop from the pump, get ready, because it's going back up. Earlier in the day, Donald Trump told reporters that he didn't care if they made a deal. And he also stated that he didn't care about the oil prices. He said this in an interview with CNBC. I don't know about y'all, but this war is starting to get on my last nerves. It makes you want to ask yourself, is there really deals in talks with Iran? Or is there a whole lot of market manipulation going on? As always, count me out. Anthony Scott Harris, 41, decided it was okay to enter into a Chase Bank in Bakersfield, California yesterday with a bomb strapped to his chest. And then decided to tell the police that he barricaded himself on the second floor with a bunch of hostages and had a bomb. Immediately, the FBI and the police were dispersed to the area. Now, everyone thought that this was a bank robbery in progress, but later found out this man was trying to clear his name. He was a registered sex offender who also served 12 years in jail for touching children. Anthony told the cops that he had concerns about a previous case and how it was handled and what the aftermath of it was. Now, allegedly, he even took a hostage and strapped a bomb to her leg. That is what reports are saying. After a 15-hour plus standoff, at 4:20 a.m., Anthony Harris was unalive. All hostages were recovered safe and sound with no injuries. Authorities are saying that Anthony was an Army veteran who was dishonorably discharged and had trouble with law enforcement. He was also on the state sex offender registry due to convictions back in 2014 from sexual crimes related to a child under the age of 14. But you want to know the sad thing about this situation? We will never know his side of the story. We will never know if he was really there trying to clear his name. They say that he had information claiming that Bakersfield was corrupt. Will we ever find out if that's true?
That's false. That's false. I've never seen him falsely.
Remember this guy, Ted Lieu, the guy that exposed Marco Rubio.
Zach Rubio, I'm going to show you in a moment a video that shows you just lied to Congress.
Oh, okay.
Of countries that line up behind the peace deal, behind the border peace, and it's still every day is a challenge. But it's been driven personally by the president. It's the reason why we're involved in this whole Ukraine-Russia conflict. That's not our war. It's not the president's war. This war started. It never would have happened if you've been president. But this war is going on, and the president is trying to...
Donald Trump literally woke up, looked at him, and closed his eyes again. How could Marco Rubio not remember that man falling asleep right next to him? It's recorded, so the footage is always there.
You are literally talking about issues of war and peace, and Donald Trump is sleeping right next.
Facial expression right there tells it all. Damn, I got caught in a lie. I fucked up. Got me on camera. I can't take this shit back. Count me out. South Carolina, 7 a.m. in the morning. You're driving down the street and you see a woman come running from out of the forest. Now, if it wasn't for this good Samaritan, Anthony Moore, she probably would have never been seen ever again. This man right here, Jonathan Willard, was charged with kidnapping and impersonating a police officer. Now, this woman told deputies that she had went for a walk after leaving her brother's home that morning and was unfamiliar with the area. Now, the victim told police that the suspect approached her, stated he was police, put handcuffs on her, and then placed her in the back of his vehicle. The woman also told police that the suspect said he was taking her to the police station, but later pulled into a driveway and turned around. Now, while this man was in his trunk searching for tools, the suspect crawled over the front seat, hopped out of the vehicle, and ran for safety. If it wasn't for her quick thinking and his acts of kindness, this woman right here probably never ever would have been seen again. I doubt this man has learned his lesson, but someone teach him one.
This president has no business showing up in New York City. I am dead serious.
So by now, everybody has heard that Donald Trump is planning to attend tonight's game in New York. Meanwhile, high gates are getting put up right now for his arrival.
That orange motherfucker, man. Fuck him. He's not welcome here, even though he's from here. But fuck Donald Trump, nigga. Next and forth.
While some fans believe that Donald Trump should not be coming to tonight's game, Whoopi Goldberg chimed in. She defended Donald Trump, saying that he's been a long-time Knicks fan, so he deserves the right to come. Bet y'all didn't see that coming.
Because, I mean, it's got to the point where if this president passed gas, people gonna call it perfume. It's ridiculous. Certain things you're just wrong about. You're the president of the United States. That means whenever you show up, it's nothing but congestion.
Meanwhile, they're telling fans to arrive at least 2 hours early before the game starts. But Stephen A. say he had to go directly after his radio show, which ended at 3 o'clock. Should Donald Trump be attending tonight's game? I don't think so.
He's brave, though, because everybody wants him dead. He's brave.
Fuck a hook. Fuck trying to draw you in. Listen to this.
I don't know about you guys, but the first person that I hear about that attacks Carmelo Anthony in prison, I will be putting money on their books.
First off, how is this not automatically flagged by TikTok? As this is clearly a hit being made on a young boy's life. And what if something happens to Carmelo Anthony? Will he be held accountable? It's sad that videos like this is circulating the internet. What makes it even worse is Carmelo Anthony didn't have the right representation. Because if he did, all evidence would have been presented in the court. And we wouldn't be hearing it from people that was able to view the video and saying things online that the public can't see. What's even worse is if the family had $650,000 and chose to buy a house and cars versus actually getting him the right representation, then they hung him out to dry. We all know that public defenders work with the prosecution as well as the judge. So he stood no chance anyway. But videos like this, just being able to circulate TikTok and not being taken down, not getting a violation, just shows that they think that this shit is okay. Is this entitlement at its finest? Or is this guy going overboard? Listen to this.
My wife, there is a man with his 2 little girls using the women's bathroom. Wash your hands, baby. He is. He's washing his hands with his daughters right now. He is leaving it.
Can I just say something? Why is he in the woman's bathroom? This man has a legitimate reason for being in this restroom because he doesn't want to take his daughters into a man's restroom, and I wouldn't either.
He is waiting to use the restroom with her mother, who is very ill and who is on oxygen. It's okay. Someone on there just...
So let me get this straight. He picked up the phone and called someone because his wife and their mother is trying to use the restroom and they're waiting for him to come out of the bathroom with his 2 girls. So motherfucking wait. I really don't see what the problem is. If there's no one in the restroom, why are you making this such a big deal?
Hey, sweetheart. This is ridiculous, man. I am so sorry. It's okay. Some men are just...
Mind you, a worker was standing there the whole time while this guy was on the phone complaining. And once the guy decided to walk off, she made sure she closed the door so his ass couldn't come back inside. All that complaining when you was gonna have to wait anyway? And what are they gonna do on the phone to stop this man from helping his little daughters use the bathroom? People like this is ridiculous. Just another Karen and male version. Count me out. Y'all say don't bring race into it, but I don't see this happening to nobody else. What gives a cop the right to shoot into a vehicle and they know there's a baby inside? Please don't try to say, oh, they didn't know it was a child in there, because whoever called the cops said it was 2 people with a child. Now, of course, they're going to say that a car came close to an officer and that's why the other officer shot. But where the hell is the video? Why isn't the video released to the public? And because several people came to the Walmart location to protest, they felt the need to use tear gas. Like, I'm so sick and tired of turning on the TV or reading the newspaper to find out another black person has been unalived by a cop. Why was there no car pursuit? Why did this vehicle make it to the hospital, but there was no cops behind them? Did they already knew that they fucked up and that's why they didn't pursue that vehicle? If they tried to pursue that vehicle and pulled it over, maybe an ambulance could have arrived on the scene and saved that child. Like, I can't imagine what that family is going through. My thoughts and my prayers go out to the family. I always say, if you want the full story, you gotta go do the digging. So this woman by the name of Brooke Skies, who used to work at Olive Garden in Fayetteville, Georgia, received a $700 tip on May 31st and returned back to work June 1st to find out she was fired. Now, when the situation happened, Olive Garden told her to write 0 on the tip line and that it was gonna take 120 days to see if the tip cleared, and gave her $6. Now, what Olive Garden did anticipate is that the server mom had a TikTok account who goes by the name of Fat Bunny. She told her followers on Wednesday that her daughter and the customer personally knew one another. Mind you, when the card was swiped, it went through. Olive Garden got wind and wrote, "To protect our guests and team members from fraud, we have a policy in place to verify tips over $500 when a tip like this is given. The team member immediately receives a 20% tip on the check, and the remaining amount is provided once payment is successfully confirmed." Then they turned around and addressed the situation on TikTok, saying it's Olive Garden's policy to verify tips over $500 or far above the check amount. Olive Garden contacted the bank and confirmed there were insufficient funds to cover the $700 tip. Now, the customer told the server's mom that his card was charged twice, once for $38 and another transaction for $693. The customer said they locked their card to prevent any further transactions. Meanwhile, Olive Garden accused the customer of trying to scam them. I'm just saying, if the payment went through, she should have received that bread. Plain and simple. She shouldn't have lost her job because somebody wanted to be generous. And if Olive Garden did charge this customer's card twice, that's why it didn't go through a second time. But to give this girl a $6 tip and she continues to go on with her shift, continuing to work, and you fire her the next day, is some bullshit. Count me out.